Good afternoon. My name's Sean Murphy. I am the Senior Vice President of eXp Commercial, and this is
Lyndee McNeese, the Commercial Growth Manager.
welcome to another episode of eXp Commercial Advisor Spotlight. Today we have Lisa Earnhardt and Holly Carver from Rocket City Commercial. Welcome, you guys.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Well, we look forward to learning a little bit about you and your business and about how you conduct business. So you both represent Rocket City Commercial, brokered at eXp. How has being a part of eXp Commercial enhanced the success of your company?
So when we started working together, we had our own brokerage. It was called Rocket City Real Estate. And we were doing really well. We started our business with 30 listings in 30 days. That was a goal, and we accomplished it. And we were really big on marketing. We wanted to be a marketing company. Over a weekend, we had all of our signs go up, and our first post on Facebook was, "Did you see the launch this weekend? The launch of our new business." And so everybody in the community really rallied around us, and they were looking for us, to be very successful, and they helped us with that. Our struggles, it's not easy having a brokerage. A lot of people think that it is, but it's not. And our biggest challenge was not being able to afford the technology. And we were having to work off of Excel spreadsheets to do a broker opinion of value or come up with the evaluation of a property. And so I guess it was about October, Holly and I started looking into technology, and we came across KV Core, and we thought that it would be great for us because it would handle everything. And when they told us the price of that and build out, we were thinking, how the heck are we going to be able to afford that? But we set up calls with smaller brokerages to find out how they were paying for it, because if they could if they could find a way, then we could as well. And we came across Tina Call, and she didn't say anything about eXp. And at the end of the call, we said, "Well, how are you able to afford this?" And she goes, "It's $85 a month." And we're like, "They're quoting us $800 a piece." And so that was the start of it. And it's really changed our lives because we have access to things that would have cost us each, the technology that would have cost us each $1,800 a month when everything was said and done, for $250 each. And so it was a game changer, and it allowed us to have access to technology that really changed our brokerage. We've increased our revenue by 150% since joining eXp.
Well, I'm gonna go to Holly, and I'm gonna go back to basics. How do you guys come up with Rocket City?
Well, the obvious is that we live on the Space Coast and the rockets in the background. And so we really are in that hyper local theme. Everyone here is very supportive and excited about the space program and the growing privatization of the space program. But we also didn't want to have Carver Earnhardt LLC or, a firm like that. We've both been part of companies that were named after last names of people. And as much as they try to include you, it is not an inclusive environment. You realize that there's owners of the company and you're just part of the junior team. With our company, we wanted really people to take that brand and that ownership, to take Rocket City and take the mission accomplished and launch from here and all the language that goes with that and really feel part of it. And the really cool thing about joining eXp Commercial was we wouldn't have joined if we couldn't have brought our brand. And so we could bring the Rocket City brand with us. And now exponentially, we're all inclusive because we're all agent owners in the same company. So it's really incredible that we can offer people who want to be under that Rocket City brand with eXp to also be agent owners in their own company. So.
That's exactly right. And being able to continue and keep your own brand. Everybody knew you all for that name, right? For the Rocket City. We always call you the Rocket City ladies because, it's everybody knows you as that, which we love. And y'all were two of the first brokers to come over to eXp Commercial once we launched. So thank you again for that. So one of the things I do want to ask is that you both have an extensive portfolio of projects. Could you share a challenging project that maybe you've managed in your 20 plus years in project management and construction?
I'll take that one, Lyndee. I worked for a developer for 8.5 years. I was a project manager, and one of my largest projects was a 118-acre development in Glen Allen, Virginia. It's called West Broad Village. It's over 250,000 square feet. It was farmland when we came across it, and we were looking to develop a Walgreens, believe it or not. And then because we did so many mixed use developments here in Florida, we just saw the potential in that area. But the community didn't want anything to do with it, although it was zoned to have a Walmart on the property, and they would have been fine with that. We went out and and told them, we shared our vision with them, and having the drawings with the architects and having the city council meetings and meeting with all the neighbors. We were there, the first meeting was 2 o'clock in the morning, I believe, and people were wrapped around the building. They did not want us to build. But we were able to win them over, and I focused on mostly sales on that. The developer had their leasing team, but I was able to get the Aloft Hotel on property. They purchased, and home builders. We coordinated a lot of home builders. I think we worked with 3 there that built homes, but it was extremely challenging just coordinating. It was the largest project that I had ever worked on, and being so far away, I was gone 2 to 3 days a week, which was challenging, traveling that much as well. But it's just really the negotiating skills. It comes down to negotiating in anything that you do, and just being able to negotiate with the neighbors and let them see what they were going to have available. And we were able to get a Whole Foods, and it's just a thriving development, and the neighbors are all happy that it's there now. But it was the fear, and you have to negotiate through that.
Wow. With your diverse experience across multiple product categories, I'm going to ask you the bad news, good news question. Which sector do you normally find the most challenging, and which sector is your favorite to work in, and why?
Sure. We're in a smaller tertiary market outside of Orlando. So we are really market experts, and we have to cross all the sectors. We can't just focus on one or the other. But I would say that my answer to that truly is both the same answer, and it's industrial real estate. In our area, because we are booming in aerospace and manufacturing, there's a limited supply of land that's zoned properly for that. There's a lot of challenges that go along with the development side. And so really finding the needle in the haystack for the company, whether they need 3,000 square feet or 300,000 square feet. Lisa and I have transacted about 400,000 square feet total in our leasing and sales of industrial in our area. What our favorite thing about that is the jobs that it brings, and it's raising the local salary average, and the ripple effect of the community of having to have neighborhood services, more restaurants, more housing. It's just creating a bigger tax base for us. So we see the whole picture of it. And while it's challenging to find the properties, and sometimes they're dilapidated old warehouses, and you've got to figure out the environmentals and how to repurpose this property. But seeing the thriving community come out of that, it really is transforming our community. So we really love the industrial side.
You're truly community building from Virginia to Florida. You're building more than just your industrial and retail. You're really building a whole new community there.
Yeah, and we took a hit with the space shuttle program ending and the recession. It was a double whammy here in this market. And I didn't live here at the time, but Holly did. And there were so many blighted buildings when we opened our brokerage. And when I decided to live in this market, I wanted to make sure that we had services here. And so Holly and I, our focus really is, we see a blighted building and we think, what can that be? We try to see the best of it. And we have really made a difference in our community with turning those blighted buildings into just thriving businesses by being able to, again, go back to that negotiating and telling the story.
So with y'all being some of the first brokers to come over to eXp Commercial once we fully launched, being able to give back is important. And that here, because there are multiple ways to give back. You can be a mentor, which y'all are exceptional at. And so we appreciate y'all doing that. And also being able to teach classes or be a part of, gaining those cultural points for what? To become an icon. And congratulations to the both of you for being two of our icon agents that we have here at EXP Commercial. You're killing it. We love it. You know, going back to the mentor piece, we don't discriminate here at EXP Commercial for junior agents coming in. So one question I'd like to ask to whichever one of you want to respond, if you could give one piece of advice to someone brand new to commercial real estate, what would it be?
I don't know that I can do one, Lyndee. I really don't know that I could do one. What I usually tell the new agents is to make sure that your social media tells the story that you're trying to portray. Number one, I say that you really need to become an expert in your market, and that's understanding your community. And then if you don't have anything to do, you need to do something. And so I usually tell them to go tour properties that's not their listing and really understand the square footage and all of that. Because when your phone rings, you want to be not only the community expert, but hey, I saw a space over here and it's 5,000 square feet and it will be perfect for you. When can we go set it up? So I think it's kind of more than one. I just can't.
I can give you one. What I usually tell new agents is to give yourself grace. They want to know when they're going to be an expert at it. And I don't even care if you're in the business 30 years, you're not ever going to be an expert because every deal is different. You gain a lot of experience and you get more confidence in how to respond and negotiate, but just to give yourself the grace that you're always learning and be open to that.
I have a partner that I worked with here at EXP for a long time, and she is the relationship building social media maven, and I'm the numbers and business organization. Holly, which one are you, and which one are you, Lisa?
That's so funny. We call ourselves the octopus and the shark. Because I'm the octopus and I've got arms and I bring everyone in and the relationships, and I've lived in the community for decades and worked in politics and community and fundraising prior to my career in commercial real estate. So I'm really passionate about the relationships, getting us involved in volunteer opportunities and signing up for meetings and really being out there. And we call Lisa the shark because she's an incredible negotiator. And I don't know if you want to say anything more about that, but.
No, I would agree with Holly on that. And as far as the marketing segment goes, we are both very creative, but in different ways. And so normally I will start the project and then I get to a point where I'm like, I can't take it any further. And then Holly will take it. And it's like, it just completely transcends to, just this great thing. And sometimes she'll start it, but most of the times I will start it and then Holly just makes it just unbelievably better. And that's pretty much how we've worked on things from the beginning of our business.
I do love the numbers though. If you're in commercial real estate, you need to love numbers. And so I like to keep up on our stats. We have 31 current listings. I know that we've done, since joining EXP, 150 transactions together, and we're at about 58 million in what we've transacted in volume together just with EXP. So I love the numbers and really telling that story.
Yeah.
We're really in investment sales. And as I'm going to add two things to my, to my dictionary. I'm going to use the octopus and the shark thing for sure, because you can't have the same personality with both people. And obviously where I used to just say, oh, we do investment sales, really building communities. You're going to have a new strip mall down the road, or an urgent care, or a Walgreens.
Yes.
And you're setting the community up with the urban planning professionals in what's going to happen in the future of the whole community.
Yes.
So I want to wind it up a little bit. Last thing, how can they get in touch with Rocket City Commercial? What's the easiest way to find you guys?
We're all over social media on our Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Rocket City Commercial. That's where we live. So that's an easy way to get us.
Well, if you'd like to get in touch with Holly or Lisa at Rocket City Commercial, please contact them through social media. I'd like to thank you both for taking the time out of your day to talk to us a little bit about Florida commercial real estate and Virginia. And do you guys, last question, do you guys work outside of that area? Did you do a lot of co-broking anywhere else?
We mostly focus on Central Florida. The Virginia project that I had spoken about was prior to EXP. We're only licensed in Florida, but we have done deals as far as 100 miles away from where we live. So it depends. I mean, whatever our clients need us to do, we're
I
there.
think the EXP technology, just bringing us full circle back to where we started, EXP technology helps us to have a global reach, and in our state, in our region, beyond that, even internationally. So we used to think of our market as so small. It was our geographic borders of our little city, but we're breaking all those barriers now.
Yeah, and there are a lot of brokers that think, oh, I can only focus in this market and you're not the expert, so you shouldn't be coming into my market. But we are the expert because we can sit in front of a computer and we have our fingers at, at the technology that we're able to get through EXP. I mean, we can literally research an area in 20, 30 minutes and have all the data that we need that would have taken a lot longer to do. So EXP has been a game changer.
We love referrals though. We've worked on some deals in business brokering and in commercial. We're working right now. We got a referral from Texas. So we're working right now in our market to find a product for them, which should be, in the $1 to $2 million range. We've done some business brokering outside of Georgia. We've done some, in North Florida. So we love referrals in and out.
Well, there you go. It's Lisa Earnhardt and Holly Carver, the Rocket City commercial brokers. Please give them your referral business in Central Florida. They'll be sure to pay you back. My name's Sean Murphy, Senior Vice President of Commercial EXP, and this is
Lyndee McNeese, Commercial Growth Manager at EXP. We're so elated that you were here to join us today. Please make sure that you all reach out to Lisa and Holly on their social media platforms, but also make sure that you follow us on all of our different social media platforms to stay up to date on everything that we have going on at EXP Commercial.
We'll talk to you guys later.